Guys and gals, welcome to another episode of Comics and Sweet Tea. So glad to be back with you guys. We got a lot of comic book news, comic book movie news, just all kind of things popping off. Hope you had a great week. I can't thank you guys enough for continuing to help this channel grow. Awesome thanks to all the subscribers, the new subscribers. The channel continues to grow, and it's because of each and every one of you spreading the word. Um, Thanks for sticking with us. We hope you like what you see. Be sure to leave your comments and questions in the chat. We'll get those answered. It won't be immediate because this is not a live show, but we will get back to you, and that's a guarantee. Um, a lot of news popping off here lately. We'll get into. I've got a Blade update. The movie has not been canceled. It was just pulled from the schedule, which all the rumors that we'd been hearing, that's what was going to happen. Everybody knew it was going to make that November 2025 release date with all the problems that they've had, with writers, directors, just everything going on with that. So we'll get into that here shortly. Um, Marvel, this has been one of the biggest releases for movie news that they've done outside of a con. They released a schedule update to Variety magazine all the way into 2026 and beyond. 2025 is going to be an absolutely loaded year for Marvel. We knew it would. We knew, there were several shows that were completed. We hadn't heard any updates on those, but you know, finally they released some updates on those. The Wonder Man series that I've been really looking forward to. That was one of my favorite characters coming up. Not so much anymore because he hasn't really had a big presence in the comics in a long time. Um, but we'll get into all that as well. Scarlet Witch in news just keeps popping off. Will Elizabeth Olsen return to the role that just blew her up as a star and pretty much sealed her as an A-lister? We'll get into that. The news coming up. Um, let's see. Let's before I forget, I have uh, submitted Bounty into Kickstarter. They accepted the story and everything. So Bounty will be releasing on Kickstarter in January. The notification page is up, so be sure to. You can jump over to my Instagram page at Jerry Cooley 77. That's Jerry with a G. Go into my bio. I have a Bounty Kickstarter link up there. You could jump in there, get on that. I will be doing an in-depth show, kind of really doing a deep dive on this book here very soon. They kind of give you all the details, all the juicy tidbits about my upcoming sci-fi series, Bounty. So anyway, jump over there, sign up to the notification page so you will get notified when this series does release. Looking at a January release date. Um, I'll get more into specifics as we get closer to the time. Um, let's let's jump into some of these stories. Uh, let's see. Let's go with Blade first. Okay, so the Marvel Cinematic Universe's reboot of Blade has been one of the most anticipated upcoming Marvel movies for years. Since it was announced, many other great superhero movies have been greenlit and released, and quite a few new Marvel TV series became available on the Disney Plus app. For any daywalkers who feel like they have been waiting a vampire's lifespan for this upcoming superhero movie and wonder what is taking two-time Academy Award winner and one-time rap artist Mahershala Ali and others involved so long, we may be able to help. This is coming from Cineblend uh, that I'm reading off here. As of October 2024, there is no official release date set for Blade. According to Deadline, Disney removed the comic book film from the upcoming 2025 movie schedule for an indefinite delay. So, this is the latest of many changes in release plans for the Phase 5 installment, which was most recently set for November 7th, 2025. It had been previously given a November 2023 release date during Marvel's Hall H panel at 2022 San Diego Comic-Con before it would temporarily end up on the upcoming 2024 movie schedule, and it was pushed back even then. According to a feature by THR, Blade was at one point going to be a period piece in which a demon sorcerer, Lilith, goes after Blade's daughter before this was scrapped in favor of a more modern adventure. In other words, we do not actually know what it's going to be about. Regardless, the upcoming horror movie will likely involve the title character hunting vampires, not just based on his previous films, but also his history in Marvel Comics. Oh, let's see. There's also another rumor reported by Night Edge Media in February of 2024 that suggests Marvel Studios is developing a movie about the Midnight Suns, which is a team of heroes and anti-heroes who each possess supernatural abilities, including Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, and of course Blade. If the gossip rings true, the film would bring uh, composer Michael Giacchino, and I probably butchered that, who helmed Disney Plus's Werewolf by Night special back to the director's chair. I tell you, I loved Werewolf by Night. I would love to see this guy get another shot at something like this. Be quite incredible. This announcement of Mahershala goes coming out as Blade goes all the way back to San Diego Comic-Con 2019. He had pitched the reboot despite previously playing another MCU character, Luke Cage's Cottonmouth. He would succeed the title role from Wesley Snipes. And give me a minute, guys. I'm kind of scrolling through this to get to the real big. Blade currently has no director. In 2024, the Wrap reported that Jan Damage, the second person hired to direct Blade after replacing Bassam Tariq, exited the project. The Parisian filmmaker who was brought in to helm the Blade reboot in November 2022 previously directed White Boy Rick, but is arguably best known for helming the thrilling pilot for HBO's Emmy-winning horror series Lovecraft Country. Let's see. According to a THR feature about Blade's development hell from 2024, screenwriter Michael Green, known for collaborating on Logan's Oscar-nominated screenplay, was out too, and Eric Pearson, who practically specialized in finalizing Marvel movie scripts, was supposed to be working on the latest draft. People previously hired to write the reboot also include Emmy nominee Stacey Kafur of HBO's Watchmen fame, uh, X-Men 97 creator Bo DeMayo, True Directive creator Nick Pizzolatto, When They See Us writer Michael Stallberry. All these have been attached at one point or another. Um, Following that Deadpool and Wolverine cameo, Wesley Snipes' version of Blade is the only version of the Vampire Hunter we have in the MCU for now, as we wait for Ali's version of the Daywalker to make his official entrance. Uh, let's see. So the latest news on this is that Mahershala just recently met with Marvel once again, looked over the latest script. They like what they see and are currently looking for a director. And according to the news, are possibly fixing to nail that down and could go into production as early as next year, with possibly a 2026 release date. That would be great news for the film. I mean, we've been waiting on this thing since 2019. It's time to sure to get off the pot. So hopefully they can all agree and get together on this. In other news, we've got the story that just won't go away. A possible return of the Scarlet Witch. WandaVision head writer details scrapped post-credit scene with Doctor Strange and also talks the Scarlet Witch's future. WandaVision and Agatha All Along showrunner Jack Schaefer has finally confirmed that the former series once featured a post-credit scene with Doctor Strange confronting the Scarlet Witch. In WandaVision's post-credit scene, we found the Scarlet Witch hiding out in a remote cabin where she was studying the Darkhold. Let's see, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness controversially revealed it had corrupted the Avenger, with the former Sorcerer Supreme confronting Wanda Maximoff after initially turning to the hero for help. Talking to Variety, WandaVision and Agatha All Along showrunner Jack Schaefer finally confirmed there were plans for Benedict Cumberbatch to make an appearance in the 2021's TV show Stinger. Initially, and this is from Schaefer, initially Doctor Strange was going to appear in the tag for WandaVision. It's Wanda sitting on the porch of the cabin and she's rocking peacefully. And you know how Doctor Strange can do those circles around someone and make them go somewhere. The circle starts around her like she's going to be teleported somewhere. She stops it, so Strange has to show up in person. Schaefer goes on to say, I just love that so much that Wanda would be like, no, I'm not going to go where you want to teleport me. You're going to have to come to my door. The creative continued. It was a good one, but another tag took place. Talking of Wanda, Schaefer was also quizzed of the possibility of a Scarlet Witch movie. They go on to say, I know nothing of a Wanda movie. That's what I can tell you, she responded before confirming the character was never lined up to appear in Agatha All Along. The discussion during the rollout is complicated. If I felt it served the watch of the show to say Wanda's not in the show, I would have just said that. But it's my feeling that it then becomes the conversation. I'm not interested in stringing anybody along. If you look at my comments, they were pretty clear that she wasn't going to show up. But the sort of hardlining it, I think, is no fun. People want to have their theories. I don't want to spoil anybody's party. I just want to gently curate it. As for whether she has any involvement with the upcoming Vision series from Terry Matalas, the filmmaker replied, "No, I haven't had any direct conversations, so I don't know where they are with that. I mean, I wish them well, and I am so excited to see it. I love Paul Bettany and love him as Vision. Recently, it's been rumored that Scarlet Witch will return in Avengers Doomsday, potentially as an ally to Doctor Doom. With any luck, that will lead into a Scarlet Witch movie, which also picks up where Agatha All Along left off." So, yeah, lots of news there, all kind of stuff popping off. Um, so, will Elizabeth Olsen be back? We'll just have to wait and see. It's pretty vague. In another article that I had read, she went on to say that, that they had instructed her to say that Wanda is gone, not dead. And they specified gone. They said, don't use the word dead, use the word gone. And that was very telling. We all know how Marvel is. If we follow the comics long enough, a character is never really truly dead. So moving forward, uh, we'll jump over to some huge Marvel news that we discussed earlier. Let's get into that. This was the article from Variety. Um, let's see. Let's get past Agatha all along. So coming up, we have What If Season 3 releasing December 22nd of this year. Uh, over the Christmas holiday, um, Marvel announced that the third and final season of the animated series was already underway after they had launched season 2 with a preview clip from an episode involving Red Guardian, Winter Soldier, and Bill Foster, and a new character, Ranger Morales, America Ferrera. Let's see. Other episodes will involve episodes in the style of a Western and Japanese mecha sci-fi, and White Vision, Ironheart, and Shang-Chi will appear in episodes as well. And of course, Jeffrey Wright's The Watcher will return, as with season 2. Episodes will premiere daily through the rest of the year. January 29th of 2025, we have animated series Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This was mentioned, I want to say a year, maybe 2 years ago. It says, unlike the smooth, modern look of What If, this animated show will harken back to Peter Parker's comic book origins as he begins his journey to become Spider-Man. This version of Peter's life will feature a bunch of new characters from the Runaways team, a new crush who isn't Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy, who becomes a new Hulk in the comics, a Wakandan exchange student, and Harry Osborn, with Harry's father Norman serving as Peter's mentor. Charlie Cox will be voicing the role of Daredevil, and Doctor Strange will appear as well, though it's unclear if Benedict Cumberbatch will voice that role. Paul F. Tompkins will voice Bentley Whitman, aka the Wizard. We'll also see some classic Spidey villains, including Unicorn, Chameleon, Scorpion, Speed Demon, Tarantula, Rhino, Butane, and Doc Ock. That's pretty cool. February 14th, Valentine's Day of 2025, we will see Captain America Brave New World hit the theaters. Sam Wilson fights the good fight without the support of the Avengers, who disbanded in the wake of Endgame. Also returning from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier are Carl Lumley as Isaiah Bradley. Really excited to see his return. Aka the first black super soldier who told Sam that the U.S. would never accept a black Captain America. And Danny Ramirez as Joaquin Torres, who inherits the Falcon moniker from Sam. Let's see what else. There. Let's see. Film was originally subtitled New World Order, but Disney announced it was changed to Brave New World in June 2023, while main photography concluded before the SAG-AFTRA strike. Disney pushed the film from May 2024 release to February of 2025. This film will also finally deal with the ending of 2021's Eternals when a colossal celestial emerged in the Indian Ocean and was turned to stone as revealed at 2024 San Diego Comic-Con. The metal adamantium will be discovered within the celestial's body, an eyebrow-raising addition to the MCU. So finally, adamantium will be made canon in the MCU. The leader, Ann Ross, may not be the only MCU legacy characters to return for Brave New World, especially since the anti-hero team up movie Thunderbolts is set to follow later in 2025, which features disgraced former Captain America John Walker, aka U.S. Agent, and the shadowy operative Contessa Valentina. Two characters first introduced on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then there's the post-credit tease for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, in which Sharon Carter revealed herself to be the nefarious power broker, just as she's pardoned and brought back into the U.S. government. So, what's to become of her? Daredevil: Born Again will release March 4th of 2025. Super excited for this show. It's basically, from all reports, it will be season 4 of the Netflix series Daredevil. That's all canon. Is basically going to jump ahead just a little bit, but kind of pick up where it left off. Let's read through here. Since then, here's some news. It will not, most likely not consist of 18 episodes like originally said. The big question, however, has been if the events of Netflix's Daredevil are a part of the MCU and would be incorporated into Daredevil Born Again. Now, well, I've already covered this, but we'll get into it. For years, Marvel Studios was publicly coy and privately dismissive about whether it would be integrating Netflix shows into storytelling. But in January 2024, Screen Rant was told that the Netflix series was part of the Sacred Timeline, which means John Berthal's Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, will be bringing all of his Netflix baggage with them when he appears on Born Again. Whether any of the other Netflix Marvel characters, including Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, or Danny Rand, aka Iron Fist, will also return remains to be seen. May 2nd, 2025 sees the release of Thunderbolts into theaters. Marvel Studios' answer to DC's Suicide Squad. The Thunderbolts are a team of anti-heroes or reformed villains, depending on your point of view, who are formed at first to do bad, but then decided to make up for the error of their ways. Thunderbolts was originally set to open in late 2024 until the SAG-AFTRA strike delayed production and pushed its release to 2025. At CinemaCon in 2024, Kevin Feige revealed that the title to the film includes an asterisk and then teased that Marvel won't talk more about that until after the movie comes out. There's a whole lot more of these, but you're more than welcome to jump on over to Variety and look at all the release news leading up. Um, just want to say, so awesome to bring all this wonderful news. I don't know about you guys, but it's like nerd heaven getting all these awesome comic book movies and comic book TV series. Me and my comic book friends used to talk about this when we were coming up, when we were teenagers, and we never would have imagined in a million years that comics would become such a part of the zeitgeist and such a huge part of pop culture. But here we are, and I couldn't be happier. Tell me your thoughts on any of this news. Be a part of the conversation. Let me know what you think about the Blade news. Do you honestly believe, with all the news that we've had through the last few years, that this movie will actually get made? Um, how do you feel about Mahershala Ali filling the role of Wesley Snipes in Blade? What do you think about a Wesley Snipes return as Blade? Possibly, that's been rumored. Um, Tell me what you think about the upcoming movies and series we've got coming from Marvel, and what you think about the Scarlet Witch news. Would you like to see Elizabeth Olsen return to the role of the Scarlet Witch, and do you feel like her character arc is done? That do we need her anymore? What are your thoughts, guys? I hope you enjoyed the show. Like I said, be a part of the conversation. Drop your thoughts and comments. Um, awesome to hang out with you guys again. Hope you enjoyed everything. That's the show. Until next week, you guys have a blessed one.